nkei song 4 take 2.
Hi, we are in the room with NK and gang, the rest of the band. How are you guys?
We're good.
Yeah. Thanks, very curt. This is Raizel, the vocalist, and Ian, producer and guitarist. And I just want to shout out who's sessioning for today. We've got Sam on bass, who also plays for Subsonic Eye, for Curb, and a bunch of other bands, very prolific sessionist. We've got Shannon, who plays for Woes, yeah, prog, math rock, yeah, with Raizel. And we've also got Daniel, who was part of, or is part of what was Biplanes, where you guys played together, the three of you. So yeah, I just wanted to say a lot of intersections between many different genres of bands who all play for each other, which is exactly the type of community I like to see. Okay. So I'm going to shine the spotlight on the two of you now. And I can't believe I've never asked this very central, fundamental question, which is, why is your name NK? Okay, I looked it up online and all I could find was Nike.
So
Autocorrect, right?
NK, we just took out the E because it's supposed to be ENKEI, which means circle in Japanese.
Oh, I can't believe I've never asked you that.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I don't know. It was like one of those conversations you have when you need to decide a band name.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, we had a lot of bad names.
We had a lot of really bad names.
Yeah.
Can you share like a couple?
Wow, I can't remember already.
There's some
please
Indonesian
Were
words.
they all
Oh, yeah.
non-English? Y'all damn edgies, yeah.
No, like not.
No, because
he's
English kind of sucks. Nah, I'm
Sorry,
kidding,
my
I'm
whole
kidding.
interview is in
Not
English.
pretentious enough.
Yeah. But NK also sounds like okay, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like,
Nice.
okay. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Oh, I get
Yeah.
it. Can I
Yeah.
say it like that from
Yeah,
now
you can.
on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's how I'm going to introduce you later. I never knew that. Cool. Okay. So I'm going to deep dive okay?
Let's
Because
go.
I'm a deep dive kind of gal.
Damn.
Yeah. So my favorite thing about NK is
Yeah,
that
but-
it's very deceptively accessible, and I feel very confident recommending y'all to people who want to listen to local music, because I like a lot of weird music, and usually when I recommend bands, people are like, oh, it's like, oh. So I'm always very conscious of my taste being a bit not palatable to everybody. But what I love about NK is that not only can I recommend y'all quite freely because it's quite,
It's pop.
it's not exactly pop, but it's got such a clear melody and it's so engaging that it's very easy to recommend, but at the same time you're not short of surprises like melodic or harmonic choices that are surprising and like inventive and interesting. So that's what I've always liked about y'all.
Thank you.
And I remember asking y'all before about process, and Ian starts out with, at least at the start, maybe I asked you this last year, you start out with chords and then Raizel comes in with melody and lyrics. I'm wondering, like, you're not traditionally trained in music, neither of you, right?
Or traditional meaning?
I mean,
like
okay,
music
like
school.
like school.
I was in DMed.
Okay, yes, you were in
Yeah.
UMed, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just wondering, like, what gave y'all the vocabulary to make these choices and like the confidence to know what you like?
Wow, she really deep dive.
Yeah. Really respect. For me, I started singing since I was 2. I think I told you this.
Yes.
Yeah. Just listen to a lot of music.
Just keep doing.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, that's
actually,
true.
if anything, that's all it is, right? It's
Yeah.
like you know what you like, and then you just do your best to get good at what you like.
Yeah.
And like, are there specific moments in your writing journey together or separately that you like have certain sounds or bands that you actively want to emulate but then make your own? Or is it kind of more blank slate than that?
I think not
Kinda.
emulate lah. More like we have very similar influences.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Eloise.
Eloise or
Yeah.
like
Nice.
I mean we both like jazz,
Yeah.
but like not too much jazz. You know?
I mean, I love jazz. But
We like jazz, but not
I cannot
much
write jazz. I don't think I can.
Yeah. So I guess it's like
Okay.
picking elements that you know you like from it and then using that to write. Yeah. Same for me lah. Like I mean, I didn't go to school or anything.
Yeah, because you
And-
started music much later in life.
Yeah, I guess. And then I just learned songs that I like and then I find out what the chords are, you know.
Okay.
And then after that, I realized a lot of it was the people I was around also, like Daniel or like Shannon or whoever we were around, and like it always like Matthew, yeah. There was always like this sense of like, if you don't know what it is, then find out.
I love
you know,
that.
and if you don't know, it's okay to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also like your gang all come from very different musical backgrounds and like bring different things. I mean, even in this room, we have a bunch of different genres represented, all the way to math rock, right?
Emo. Plays in the emo band.
You know.
Curve.
Yeah. No, yeah. I heard many great things about your show recently. Yeah. And like, I remember that something in your recording and writing process that nothing is looped or copy pasted, which for the record, let me say, is damn rare in today's era of making music, right? It's so damn easy to
That's all Ian.
like copy, paste, loop. And I'm guilty of that sometimes too. But if I was a musician starting out today, I'd be like, hey, sure. One bar, copy, paste. But like down to the shakers, you guys, there's some fella playing it all the way through. And that's what I think it really translates to making the whole song feel alive and very live, even though it's a polished production. Does that still ring true today? Like, are y'all still quite purist about that kind of thing? I don't mean that. Actually, I don't mean purist in a bad way.
It depends on the genre of the song, right?
Yeah. I think it's not actually something I didn't think about, because to me it's like, if let's say I'm playing the same chords for verse 1 and verse 2, but to me it's like verse 2 feels different, so I'm just gonna record something different.
Nice.
As simple as that. Even though it's the same chords, you know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna play it differently because, you know, verse 2 goes to a bigger chorus, something like that. Yeah, and then you just end up playing it differently lah. And I don't know, maybe it's also because like I lazy to loop. I rather just like record one time and then play, you know.
Lazy to loop.
I don't know, just like
when he sets things up,
that's like
right?
counterintuitive.
When he sets things up, right? Like the cable must manage everything, must look very nice. So like, I guess to him it's like, since everything's set up already, it makes more sense to just record.
It's the auntie in you. Don't waste.
I guess.
I think everything you do has like a purpose. So if he's gonna loop something, there's a purpose to it.
Yeah, like sometimes if the drum beat is exactly the same, and then one bar is cleaner, I'll just loop that bar. Like, it's fine.
Sure.
But other than that, I think
confessions.
I think also because we play with a full band like almost all the time. Like the exception is when we play with like acoustic sets. Yeah. So when we play with full bands, the live arrangement just like, it's just the way it is, you know.
Yeah.
So when we go into production, then naturally it becomes a live sounding thing. So
right, yeah.
Like you start from like drums or guitar, and then you just build everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe it's also because we are like we play a lot of live shows. That's why like we produce music like that.
I mean, I know many different people have different approaches, but I feel like that also lends to the performance of the song already being very mature by the time you sit down to record it, because you've experimented with expressing it different ways in different types of shows and then found like the voice that you like best.
I think almost every song that we've written sounds like the recording sounds completely different from the demo.
Right.
Yeah.
Important. No, when I started out, I was just like, demo, go. Like, you know, and it's that QC and the maturity that comes with shows.
But that's all Ian.
No lah.
Don't say it's kind of things.
It's not.
Like I want to just record the demo as it is. Like I love the sound of the demo, but then he's like, but it's nice.
You always need that guy.
Yeah, I need
you
this
always
guy.
need that guy. And like, you're super analogy guy, but in the latest single, Whole, there's some electronic production.
Yeah.
Like, did synthesis finally seduce you?
Actually, it's not even synthesis. It's more like reconstruction. Because it's basically like our studio is in an old shop house, right? So the floor is like really boomy. It's like wooden flooring. So we just recorded the floor for the kick.
Yeah.
And then like we just processed the hell out of it.
So that gujum on
it's the
Whole
floor.
is the floor in Geylang?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and also like all the samples just recorded lah.
Yeah, like we took like a glass and like we clink it different.
Oh shit! So
Then
even
we took,
those like
plastic bottle, we
crunched
crunch it.
okay, so what I thought was electronic patches is actually samples from your environment in PK.
Yeah.
I should have known.
Yeah.
I should have known this. Fella, don't lose library, dude. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's the downfall
Ian
of
being a snob. Okay.
Oh my
Kidding,
God.
kidding.
maybe.
Different philosophies. No, but that's like kind of precious, right?
Yeah, it's precious.
I guess also because like NK to me is like I can do whatever I want because I'm the producer, you know.
Yeah.
So to me it's like, yeah, you know, if I want a kick sound, then I make a kick sound. Yeah.
And just play lah, right?
Yeah, just play
like
lah.
just play and
like
and
free
whack.
reign.
Free reign.
Shit. Okay. I'm so glad I learned that. I was just listening to it this morning and I was like, that kick is what, y'all? Now I finally know
Yeah.
it's the bloody floor.
Yeah.
What the heck? Sweet. I must go visit and like jump on your floor to
Yeah.
hear it
Yes.
in the room.
One of a kind floor.
Okay, I have a question for Raizel. So you've been singing since you were 2 years old, right?
Yes.
And you started out with like power ballads,
Yes.
if I remember correctly.
Yeah. But I mean, obviously, I sung it really badly. Like,
You were a toddler.
Yes.
Okay, nobody's judging. But I started there and then I'm thinking about, okay, power ballads to pop and singing competitions and then like jazz, you know, jazz bands, and then eventually math rock / prog and then alt R&B. And I'm just wondering, like, has your voice evolved through all these different genres?
Definitely,
Do you draw
yeah.
on like all these different voices you have employed through the genres now? And
Yes, I do. Sorry, I don't know why I kept like interrupting.
No, yeah, no,
But yeah,
that's fine.
definitely.
Please.
Everything you say is pretty much what happened. Yeah, like different vocalists have like different technique, and then you just tend to follow what they do. Yeah.
You
Just-
feel like you use different parts of that.
Yeah, like the
now
more
in
genres
NK?
you listen, the more genres I listen to, the more I realize like the differences in like the way people sing and their voices.
And how you change your tone for
Yeah.
like specific moments, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
But-
at the end of You, I'm like, the power ballad come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The belt.
The belt. Yeah.
but not that nice. I'm not that good at like
Please.
belting, but
It's yeah, it sounds so good. Yeah. Actually, more.
When she's quiet,
that
it's like
range is crazy.
entirely different vibe.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
completely different person. And I've always liked vocalists who can employ different voices, even like ugly voices or like not traditionally pretty or airy voices.
like you.
I have one. I have one shrill ass voice. Yeah, but no, yeah, I'm just like to put out there that, you know, you guys have spanned many different genres and it all kind of sprinkles different colors into what NK does. Okay, I'm like hoping I'm not running over time, but I'm almost done. It's all good. I just like before we end, I wanted to talk a bit about PK Records, and that you know what you're looking at is not just a band who plays music, but a production house that records and produces for other people and who are very invested in the scene as a whole and want to, you know, be more than just an artist, but part of a community that supports and helps to produce other artists. And I'm just damn jealous of the community you have in Geylang and all the people there, like the Kribo Records people and Aisha and
It's very interesting.
that enclave of artists must feel pretty damn special lah, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because somehow one of like all of us just happened to be in the area, found each other, you know, needed a space. And then it's really very organic, you know. It's like I cut my hair there.
Oh yeah, Akid cuts your hair.
Yeah,
Akid
which
from
is why,
Space Days.
Yeah, Akid. Shout out Akid Amir.
Shout out Akid Amir. My jacket is with you.
But yeah, like I went to cut hair with him one day and he was like, hey, I have a room, you know, you want to see?
That was it.
It was a small room. Then after that we went to see and I was like, oh, it's a bit small. But we took it, you know, like just to like rehearse, jam. And after that, we started doing more and more production work. And then we were like, oh, like people care about what we do.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, then slowly we just started doing more and more. Yeah.
What artists are you are you working with now?
We're gonna start on some new stuff with Alicia DC. Yeah.
Alicia DC, man.
Pretty cool. Angelo has one song out now. He also has a crazy voice.
So
and
good.
He's insane. Very good
Insane.
songwriter.
Yeah, beautiful voice.
Daniel's girlfriend, Rain, Ryu, RHYU.
Okay.
She did one song with us, so she's doing a few more in the coming year. We also have Afi. She's a
AFEE.
AFEE.
Yeah.
She also crazy vocals.
Crazy. Yeah.
Sweet.
Very unorthodox music as well.
Yeah. PK will also be producing, producing the next Woes. The next Woes.
Hey, so Woes is alive lah. Why are you so coy?
I mean, but like, it's not gonna be so soon.
Yeah, sure. No rush, no pressure.
Well, yeah, those
Fat
are
Bear.
the few, I guess. Oh yeah, sorry, who?
Fat
Oh
Bear.
yeah, Ali, Fat Bear. I mean, Aisha is also doing her EP with us.
Right. As in Aisha Aziz is doing her EP with PK Records.
With PK, yeah.
That's amazing. Look at the range you have. That's crazy, right?
Ian, everyone.
No, actually, no.
I
it's
mean,
really
you
not.
and the whole
it's
the whole
everyone.
gang.
Like everything.
Daniel is
Amazing
one of our
arranger.
arrangers as well. Yeah, no, he's really good. Yeah.
No, I love that.
No cap.
No.
For the record, these guys are super young lah, okay? And the fact that you've got such a big community and have so much on the way and are already so accomplished is something quite mind-blowing to me. And the fact that you are producing everything from the Aisha Aziz spectrum to like prog, math rock, and like all the weird things in between is also a huge challenge in versatility. And
I think it's more like the sound that we get with each artist. They all get different sounds out of working with us because also like we're very open with the process. So for Aisha, she came in with a ballad that she wrote with her boyfriend, like a 6/8 ballad, and we were like, oh yeah, okay, what kind of textures do you hear for this? And she told us what she wanted, and everything else was the arrangement.
Yeah.
So Daniel did the violin arrangement for that one. Matthew did the vocal arrangement.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Daniel also an extremely great drummer, and you will hear him playing the keys today.
Yeah.
All these
Multi-hyphenate.
multi-hyphenate people. Super inspiring. Okay, last question. Last one. I was very surprised to learn a while back that y'all listen to B Quartet and that y'all like The Observatory. And these are bands who are like decades older. And it's very rare for me to meet a super young artist who's like so attuned to our canonical past. So I guess, how did y'all even discover them, and what local bands do you consider canon or like influential to y'all as you start?
Great question.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
Save the best for last.
She's been going to gigs since how old are you?
2 years old, right?
No. I wish I okay. I think I started going to gigs in Sec 1. So
Yeah.
13?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
You just
10
leave your
years ago.
parents' house and wander to to substation or what?
Like, because quite funny. I was in YFC, Youth for Christ.
Okay.
And then like
Jesus.
Daniel Bosses was
Sorry,
in
sorry.
Youth for Christ too. Like from Subsonic Eye. Yeah. There's actually quite a lot of indie people in YFC.
Oh.
Yeah, but I wasn't friends with Daniel.
Okay.
But I was friends with like a few we had mutuals. Then they were like, oh, you like indie, right? You want to go local gig? Then I go. Then from then on, I just kept going. Yeah. And get like kicked into walls and stuff. But then
Full on moshing Sec 1 girl.
the one out of 5 heavy metal bands is like an indie band. And one of it was Subsonic Eye.
Damn.
Sick. Yeah.
Sick.
Right. Oh.
The fella who said damn good question. Do you have a response?
I think for me it was like when I tried to learn like local music. The first band I listened to was Cashew Chemist.
Hey.
I mean, of course, right?
Okay.
And then you have Bunny Heikel with B Quartet.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Beautiful Crash is like one of my favorite local songs ever.
Nice.
Like Over You, Cashew Chemist, of course, Pleasantry, The Gang.
The gang.
Yeah, I guess those few. Great Spy.
Hey.
Great Spy.
Wow, good to know. This is a Singapore music history lesson. Right?
Yeah, let's go chronologically. But yeah,
Sweet.
hopefully Cashew Chemist is back.
I also hope so. Yeah. Okay, anyway, I think I've overstayed my welcome on this stage because music is about to commence. So all 5 of them are going to blow you away with some of my favorite music in Singapore right now. So ladies and gents and everyone in between, this is NK. Take it away.
the ways to say I love you. I find it hard to some degree, but take this as a piece of me. Caught myself thinking about your laugh as I stood outside my window. Space, was it the clouds that made me think about the curly hair that framed your face? Starting to feel impatient every time we are apart. Maybe it's the way all your jokes make me feel arrows piercing through my heart. So call me a fool, call me 'cause I am helplessly in love with you. So much for a brain that's driving me insane. Find myself longing for your gaze. Out the corners of my mind, I end up in a daze. Is it okay if I think about your eyes to get me through my days? Heart stuck, still getting nowhere. When I try to stop thinking of you, can't forget the way that your silhouette reminds me of the better days. So call me a fool, I'm really helplessly in love with you. I'm headed straight down, there's nothing I can do. No, you got to call me a fool, call me 'cause I am helplessly in love with you. So much for a brain that's driving me insane. Never really wanted you to take. Never really wanted you to tell me. But my lips don't ever tell you no, so you just go on. Never really thought that you would stay. Every little thing I do that irks me. You were always understanding, and it makes me feel low. But tonight I will give you all my senses in the form of thought. And I hope you don't mind it like you always do. It's okay if you do.
Though I'm really just a friend, we know your life. I hope I mean more than in my mind. I might think it's wrong, but you might think what's wrong is what's right. Yellow flowers bloom around your neck, rolling so I know I can keep track of.
It's okay if you do. It's okay if you do. I wanna say things are alright. The things I wanna do, they never lead to you. The cherry pick stems at the limelight. When will I get to it? Think I had it one time. I'm tying knots around my tongue. It seems like it's always too late to turn things around. And I just wanna know if you know the things I wanna say to you. It's always gonna be me in the end, apologizing. I wanna say things are alright, but to be honest, I can't get sleep at night. I'm running rounds on a tightrope, very slowly trying to go to who knows where, but this is fine. Running through my mind, I'm dying. alright. I'll never wanna do this again.
Thanks for listening to our set. We are NK, and you can find us on our Instagram at nkei.jar and our Spotify at nkei. Please stay tuned for more.